It is time for the Monday edition of Litter Media Live on this second Monday of February. It's February 9, 2026. I'm Dan Ramey. He is Aaron Glandon.
Hello.
And we appreciate you joining us here today on this edition. It's good to be back in studio. It was kind of neat being out in the snow Friday, but we didn't have all the bells and whistles that we normally have.
I think our audience liked it, though. They enjoyed seeing the snow falling around you.
I think so. And I did find out I probably should have taken time to laminate my script because my notes were getting soggy throughout the whole thing.
Yeah.
So funny how falling snow can actually make things moist and much
almost like it's water falling from the sky.
Yeah, it's different than being in the rain.
Yeah.
But it was kind of cool. And so appreciate you joining us on Friday on this particular program. And good to be able to get into the studio here today. We also had kids in studio with us today for the Huntington Pickaway Ross CTC FFA breakfast. That's coming up this Friday. So if you've not seen that interview, it's available now on our YouTube channel. So
yes.
Check that out. Look at our forecast. Let you know how things are warming up. Look at this. Temperatures will be around 47 degrees tomorrow afternoon. But we got to get through today. A little sunshine will peek out at us here today. Temperatures reaching into around 37. Overnight lows of 25. For tomorrow, highs near 50. Let's think positive. Let's go for 50 if we can make it. And continued cloudy with a high in the upper 30s come Wednesday. Being told by some forecasters that next week we might see some temperatures in the 50s.
That'd be nice. I'd love that.
Until all the snow melts at once, and then it becomes a flooding issue. So, but I'm okay. I've had my fill of snow. I'm sure you probably have as well.
I'm done with
it. Yes. Well, you're going to keep it for the Winter Olympics, I guess.
Well, where are they right now? I haven't seen any of it.
You've not seen any?
I haven't seen any.
They're in Italy.
Okay.
So right now it's about 5:30 in Italy in the afternoon.
Okay.
Because I think they're 6 years or 6 years. That'd be a long time.
So does that mean
6 hours difference?
Does that mean we can't? There's no Olympics in the evenings to be watched here?
Oh, there is.
There is.
It won't be live.
Oh, okay.
It'll be prime time.
I gotcha.
I like how NBC has to package this as they call it Olympics prime time. And it's kind of cool to watch the prime time because then you don't have to sit through all the live stuff. Like yesterday, got the notification coming home from church that Lindsey Vonn had her accident. So when I got to the house, pulled up Peacock, which you can watch it live on Peacock, and I went back and it was in the middle of a half-hour delay, kept waiting for them to show it happening again so you could see it, and it just never came back on because they were doing everything live. And so it was a tough break for her, certainly was. I mean, she was 17 seconds into her run, and she, some say that she hit the, what do you call the flag thing that stands there? It's got a red flag to let you know to stay inside of it, and so on and so forth. For life, I mean, I can't think of what it's called.
We know what you're
now.
talking about.
Yes. Well, her ski pole hit it, and that threw her off. And initially, we thought, well, she's injured the knee again, but it's far worse. She broke her leg. So, but we understand that she's recovering and everything. But her Olympic run is done for this year, certainly. But at any rate, we'll touch on the Olympics a little bit later on. Maybe not that in depth, but we'll touch on it because it's that time of the year.
It is.
It is. Coming up in a moment, we'll take a look at what's making news for us. A look at sports. We got a lot in both sections. Details are all just ahead. But first, let's tell you about Accurate Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing, your trusted comfort advisor. If you've had some difficulties with this winter weather, and especially when it gets to the below freezing mark, which we have been in quite a bit here the last week and a half or so, you want to make sure your heater's working. If you need a service check, they can take care of that. But if you're putting in something new, take a look at their packages that they have to help you keep your heating, cooling, or plumbing units, keeping them all up and running. all the time. Your trusted comfort advisor. Click on this ad at littermedia.com and it takes you to their website, AccurateHVAC.com.
Our mobile banking app is changing the way we bank. Things are getting easier, transactions are getting safer, and you have access 24/7. All the functionality of banking you're used to, made easier to use, anywhere, anytime, and more secure than ever. Simple, seamless, safe. Download our Kingston National Bank mobility app today.
Find a career you love with Pickaway Ross Adult Education. Skilled trades careers are in high demand with no signs of slowing down. Pickaway Ross offers career training programs with expert instructors and hands-on learning tactics to create a variety of opportunities. Visit our website for more information.
Each week, we'll announce the Neil Coleman Insurance Wyandotte Mutual Littermedia Player of the Week, presented by Homeland Credit Union. And in December, we'll announce the Player of the Year. Nominate any amateur athlete by visiting littermedia.com and click on Player of the Week. You'll also see the players we've named throughout the year. Make your nomination today for the Neil Coleman Insurance Wyandotte Mutual Littermedia Player of the Week, presented by Homeland Credit Union.
Now that's one fast mower.
Take command of your lawn with Dixie Chopper, the world's fastest lawnmower.
Just from a small age, I've always wanted to be a nurse. I never have wanted to be anything else. My mom is a nurse, my older sister's a nurse, and my baby sister's a respiratory therapist, so just wanted to help people. When we see a patient recover and thrive and walk out of here, I'm excited, I'm giddy, and I'm happy and proud to be a part of the team that helped make that happen. Being a part of the Adena community makes me feel it's like family. We're all about teamwork. We're just as much family in here as we are out of here, to be honest. We hang out a lot outside of the hospital as well as a group. My at-home life, I'm outdoors, especially in the summer. Anything outdoors and do with water, kayaking, boating, swimming. We love to go camping, anything with wheels and mud. I'm just a big outdoors person. I love working at Adena because I get to wake up every day and come help people get better, to improve their life, improve their health, and hopefully get them to go home to be with their families. That's what I'm here for, and that's what I do.
Tell us, Aaron, how we can find news and sports and all that kind of stuff.
Well, it's really easy. If you know the name of our program, Litter Media, you just go to littermedia.com.
Ooh.
And everything that we're going to talk about is right here on our website. We have beneficial news that you can use. Also included are links to our social media pages like X, Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, Spotify, and Litter Media Radio.
Because not everything gets to our website.
No, but people need to be able to find it.
Right, and we like to share things on our social media as well. And one of those items that we shared over the weekend was a special rescue. There were a couple of rescues, and this one was rather unique. The Huntington Township Fire and Rescue Squad received an unusual call about a horse being stuck in a frozen swimming pool. Crew members contacted the VA for rescue equipment, along with making multiple phone calls to township trustees, local businesses, local heavy equipment operators, and a record company for a rotator. While resources were being assembled, crews discussed multiple ways to safely extricate this horse and spent a lot of time calmly talking to the horse as well, because not only for the horse's safety, but for they themselves. The horse sustained no visible injuries and was just shaken up and probably done with swimming for a while. The good outcome couldn't have been made possible, they say, without the help of mutual aid, the Huntington Township Road Crew, the Ross County Sheriff's Department, and most importantly, the community, who all came together to help this horse. Didn't have a horse's name. I'm not sure who the owner is either, but you can see what we're showing you now on our Facebook page at just search Litter Media on Facebook.
Perhaps it's a horse with no name.
That
like the
very well
song.
could be.
Yeah.
America, yes.
There was another rescue also over the weekend.
Look at those cute kitties.
A Good Samaritan discovered 2 kittens at the base of a tree, while another was seen clinging to a branch about 25 to 30 feet above the ground, too frightened to come down. Nearby, 2 kittens had unfortunately already frozen. A team working in the Paint Creek State Park immediately stepped in to help. Park Ranger Savannah Henley, Resource Manager Isaac Green, and Maintenance Mechanic Nathan Sharp carefully rescued the stranded kitten, later named Oakland, while our humane agents were on the way. The Good Samaritan transported the 2 other surviving kittens to Ross County Humane Society, where staff kept them warm and safe until the humane agents arrived. Thanks to teamwork and quick action, the 3 siblings named Oakland, Briar, and Maple were reunited and brought to the Animal Care and Adoption Center.
All named after trees.
Yes.
How about that? So congratulations. And they're on their way to new homes, which is even better. Congratulations in store for Trooper Haley K.L. Shreck. She's out of the Jackson District of the Ohio State Highway Patrol. The top honors as 2025 State Trooper of the Year. She was selected from 9 district troopers across the state. And the Ohio State Highway Patrol says that Trooper Shreck exemplifies what it means to be a trooper and is a leader among her peers. So if she pulls you over, make sure you say,
Congratulations.
Congratulations, officer.
More congratulations to a Pickaway Ross CTC graduate featured as Disney's newest Disney Fine Art artist, Jean Salvatore, who has her work being shown at Epcot International Festival of the Arts. In their post, Disney explains Jean's bold, vibrant style reimagines iconic Disney heroines in radiant color, made for Disney fans and art collectors alike. Imagine having your work shown at Epcot.
Oh, yeah. And we'd love to show you that, but I'm not too sure that Disney would be happy with us showing it. So, but just go to our Facebook page. You'll be able to see it all right there. Accolades are also in store for Ross County Fair members C.J. Jones and Isaac Corcoran. Their work with the annual food drive during the fair was recognized in the nation's capital by Congressman Dave Taylor. You see him there, and you see CJ and Isaac on the right side of the screen. They collected a record 122,460 pounds of food last year for this food drive. And if you participated in that, you also should get a pat on the back for helping these guys, C.J. Jones and Isaac Corcoran. As Congressman Taylor shared, their actions show what can be achieved when Ohioans set their mind to a common goal and look out for the needs of others. So congratulations. Well done, gentlemen. That's that 4-H fair spirit right there.
Yeah, it is.
Mm-hmm. We've got more news that you can find on our website. Just go to littermedia.com. And, of course, we'll have updates throughout the day and that sort of thing. So one or two of us or both of us will be monitoring things throughout the day to help share with you. All right, coming up in a moment to look at sports. That's on the way next. The Pike County Career and Technology Center provides hands-on, skilled trades training with engaging curriculums and endless possibilities. From automotive technology, carpentry, business management, to culinary arts and interactive media. From electricity, welding, HVAC, engineering, and medical technology, to pre-nursing, basic food service, and public safety. We're preparing our youth for America's workforce through today's technology. To learn more about Pike County CTC, visit pikectc.org. Discover Ross County. From the breathtaking outdoor adventures to the historic sights of Chillicothe and family-friendly events and festivals. Explore more at visitchillicotheohio.com or download the free mobile app today. Introducing the Petland Litter Media Pet of the Week. We want to put your pet in the spotlight. Pets with paws to pets with fins. If they gallop, crawl, or slither, play fetch, or simply curl up and snuggle. Send us a photo of your pet and we'll announce a new pet each week. And one pet will be crowned Pet of the Year. To nominate your pet, visit littermedia.com. Click on Pet of the Week. Tell us about your pet and be sure to include a photo. Watch Litter Media Live each Thursday for the announcement of the Petland Litter Media Pet of the Week. No purchase necessary. Contest applications must be from Ohio residents and at least 18 years old.
At Tomlinson Insurance, we've been protecting families, farms, and businesses since 1853. From auto, home, farm, life, or health, we tailor coverage that fits your world. with multiple carriers to meet your insurance needs. Real people, real service, local agents who can answer the phone and care when it matters most. Tomlinson Insurance. Let our history be your future. Call or stop by today.
I was looking for a first job. I had been babysitting and decided it was something for a little more permanent. It pays very well. It's convenient. You can make your own schedule with the flexibility. That's something that I like. The people that I work with are great. I wouldn't ask for a better crew or management team to work for.
The Bean Foundation wants to raise awareness about suicide prevention by sharing 988. Trained crisis counselors are available to talk 24/7, 365 days a year. 988. Save the number. Save a life. To learn more about the Bean Foundation, click on this ad on littermedia.com.
Time for sports now, and of course, don't forget the first rounds of the girls basketball tournament were drawn yesterday and set up for Divisions 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Games will begin next Monday evening. Now, Divisions 1 and 2 will be released next Sunday, along with Divisions 3 through 7 for the boys. And the boys' Division 1 and 2 will be released on the 22nd. So we've got a lot of basketball ahead of us. And, of course, the Haynes Soto Healthcare Center High School scoreboard you can find at littermedia.com. We've got the games that are expected to be played today. And I say expected because there were a lot of makeups and everything. So we have put all that on our score page, and it's available right now at littermedia.com.
Noah Hiles was on the red carpet with Special Olympics Ohio last week as the Ohio Male Athlete of the Year. He's pictured with the Ohio Female Athlete of the Year, Rachel Russell, right here.
Yeah.
The two were honored at the Greater Cleveland Sports Awards. Congratulations to Noah Hiles.
Our buddy Noah looking pretty dapper there, isn't he?
Yeah, he is.
And there he is on the red carpet.
Answering questions.
And I'm sure he probably couldn't take his eyes off that young lady. The Ross County Christian Academy basketball program had a great showing at the South Ohio Christian University. I think it's actually Southern Ohio Christian Conference. Their tournaments over the weekend. The Eagles won the varsity boys and 8th grade championships, and the varsity girls took second place, as did the 7th grade team. Isaac Kello also scoring his 1,000th point, and look at all those fans right there behind him. Pretty happy about that.
New Hope Christian Academy's Nathaniel Ames also scored his 1,000th point during a matchup with Columbus Cristo Rey last Tuesday. A 3-year starter for the Statesman, Ames is currently averaging 21.9 points, 5 rebounds, 4 assists, and 3 steals per contest. Ames becomes the 4th player in as many years to reach the 1,000 point mark for the Statesman, and the 6th player in the program's 13-year history.
That's pretty good. We went to cover that game back in December. That's where this photo came from, with the Statesmen battling Ross County Christian Academy. Their rematch has been rescheduled for February 17th, and we plan to be there at OUC to broadcast that as well. The Boys Division II High School Bowling Tournament got underway this morning at 11 o'clock at Shawnee Lanes. The girls will begin their play tomorrow at 11 a.m. We'll do our best to track down results and everything to be able to share with you at littermedia.com. And that's where you'll find what schools are being represented where right now at littermedia.com.
Huntington took the championship of the Wellston Wrestling Invitational on Saturday, and you can find the results from that matchup in our story at littermedia.com.
You see these kids out at every ball game, and they put in a lot of extra work. And we're talking about cheerleaders, and they are very much a part of the high school tournament events and everything. They're always there to support their teams. Lamanda Clear Creek's Aces competition cheer team won the Mid-State League Cheer Championship yesterday. So congratulations, girls, and fine reward for your efforts.
You all been waiting for it. Now we're going to talk about it. The NFL season is in the books with the Seattle Seahawks beating the New England Patriots last night in Super Bowl 60, 29-13.
How much of it did you watch?
I watched the whole thing.
Did you, start to finish?
Yes.
I only got to see, well, I didn't watch it live. When my wife and I were watching something else, we were streaming shows last night, and because I just maybe next year when the Browns are in there, I'll root for the Browns and watch them start to finish. But we didn't do that yesterday. But I did turn the TV on Channel 4, so I was able to DVR some of it. And I went back to I think it was the start of the second quarter, so I got to see from the second quarter on.
It wasn't a very exciting game.
No, I mean,
a lot of field goals.
Efforts, not much in the way of offense for the Patriots, and I was kind of surprised by that.
Yeah. Bengals fans will be happy because Drake May now holds the record of most times being sacked in the postseason and not Joe Burrow.
Right.
I was watching with one of my Bengals fans friends, and he was very excited when he got that last sack.
He was happy that
yes,
Joe's no longer in the record book, so to speak.
Yes.
Or doesn't stand out in that fashion. So, but hey, those things happen. I remember the Patriots playing the Bears in 1985, and it was, it was 86, but it was the 85 season, and it was tough. I mean, we were all from this area watching it to see our buddy Garen Veras play against the Bears. Right. And darn if he wasn't the very first player introduced. And I'm like, well, hey, everybody, get ready. They're going to announce the players. And I'm like, hey, it's Garen. I mean, he's like, boom, right there. And
was that the year the Bears did the Super Bowl shuffle?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. And it was a long day for their quarterbacks. It really was. So I'm surprised that the record for sacks wasn't again. I'm sure it was at that point in time.
Yeah.
But that was 1986.
That still might be single season record, but this was all postseason.
I gotcha. Okay. So Super Bowl here and done.
Yes.
I did not. I scanned through the halftime entertainment, if you want to call it entertainment. I mean, it was, I guess, kind of entertaining in some fashion. But did not take a look at the Turning Point USA's. I know it was an alternative. Did not watch the Puppy Bowl. I had my brother-in-law calling up. He says, "You watching the Puppy Bowl?" And I'm like, "No, I'm not."
Kinsey and I had it on just in case our cats got curious about the puppies, but they didn't really care. I wanted to see if they would watch it because sometimes when we're watching a movie or something, they'll see something on the screen and they'll be very intrigued.
Yeah.
So I wanted to see if that would happen with the Puppy Bowl, but they really didn't care.
We thought that Bucky, our younger cat, was really interested in the show one day, and then when a certain amount of the luminous part of the TV screen went brighter, we could see that he was actually looking at a beetle that was crawling across the screen. He was keeping an eye on that. So we thought, hey, he's a smart cat. He's watching the show. He's understanding. But it wasn't the case. He was there to see the bug.
Yeah.
Ohio State men battled with the Michigan Wolverines yesterday. Michigan just looked really strong. 82-61, the final there. The Buckeyes will host USC on Wednesday night.
Although the OSU women, they got a win beating Oregon 80-64.
Up next is what that should
say. Dan wrote U0 next. Up next for the Buckeyes, who are number 9, by the way, are number 22 Maryland next Sunday at OSU.
Yeah, the letter P is right next to the number 0 on my keyboard here. The Cleveland Cavaliers are in Denver tonight to take on the Nuggets. And the Blue Jackets, of course, are on the Olympic break. We can tell you that the women's hockey team will be Team USA playing today. They will play, who are they playing? Switzerland at 4:55. Or no, that's at 2:40 our time. So this afternoon, if you want to try and track that down on Peacock, like I said, is streaming. And I don't know if NBC is showing it, but they've got several networks that they have, and you can see all that stuff in real time if you've got a lot of cable channels.
Right.
Be able to see that. All right, coming up in a moment, this date in history and our national holidays.
Yes, but first we want to tell you about Litter Quality Propane. Nearly 100 years of serving propane users in southern and central Ohio. Reliable supply, reliable service, and reliable people.
Tecumseh. Fascinating. mesmerizing, Tecumseh.
Pain was interfering with Tiffany's active lifestyle. Same-day hip replacement at the Adina Orthopedic and Spine Institute got her back to the community she calls home. At Adina, we do what we love, so you can too.
Life. It can get on top of you quickly, can't it? But with 211, it only takes one step to get connected to the help you need. 211 is always available to help. So get in touch today.
Time for this date in history as we turn the clock back to 1964. The action figure known as G.I. Joe makes his first appearance at the American International Toy Fair in New York. I believe it was New York City. Is that right?
I would assume.
Okay. The initial product offering represented the branches of the U.S. Armed Forces, with the Action Soldier, U.S. Army, Action Sailor, U.S. Navy, Action Pilot, U.S. Air Force, Action Marine, U.S. Marine Corps, and the Action Lifeline, U.S. Coast Guard. I don't know that I have seen any of those. Originally created as a 12-inch figure, it wasn't until the 1980s when G.I. Joe got to be a little smaller and would be reimagined in the 3.75-inch figure size and fight the evil Cobra organization. I can tell you that Dan Jr. got into that era of G.I. Joe, and so this was 1980s. We had moved to Lockbourne, and my wife had adopted a cat from the Ross County Humane Society and brought it with us. And Dan Jr. would have been 3, I think, at the time. And so she asked him, what do you think we ought to name the cat? He had just gotten a G.I. Joe action figure. Its code name was Skidmark.
So that's what you named the cat?
Guess what the cat's name was? Skidmark.
That's pretty good.
Yes. That's my G.I. Joe story.
Why did they name it that? The code name? What?
I don't know. I don't remember. I know it had a little description on the cardboard package, but I can't tell you what it said.
That's funny.
'Cause I can't remember.
I wasn't into G.I. Joe or Transformers or anything when I was a kid. I was a Star Wars kid through and through.
Parents dictate a lot of that stuff, you know. If they set you up with helping you understand those types of things. Of course, Star Wars came about in 1978 for me. I was a sophomore in high school.
77
at the time. 78 for me when I was on.
But the movie came out in 77.
But for me, it happened in 78.
You didn't see Star Wars in theaters?
No, I did see it in theaters. But I don't think I saw it until it was... The reason I say this is because I was on the track team at Taze Valley, and I had a track jacket, part of the uniform, and I remember wearing that to the Circleville Cinema to see Star Wars. So it would have been spring of 78 when I saw it. I don't know what day it was released. I can't remember.
It was released May 25th, 77.
77? Okay. For whatever reason, it was still running at Circleville Cinema. They didn't turn them around as fast as they do now.
I guess not.
So, but at any rate, that's saw Superman there when it came out, the Christopher Reeves version of Superman.
That one did come out in 78.
Yeah. What else did I see there? I can't remember.
Jaws?
No, saw Jaws on TV.
Rocky? That was 76.
Saw Rocky. I think that didn't see it until it came out on TV.
What about Rocky 2?
Rocky 2, I saw it in the theater. Yeah, and all the other Rockies, can't say all the other Rockies. The mid-section of Rockies I saw in the theaters. I think the last one I went to see might have been Rocky 4 or 5. After that, it was, let's just wait till it comes out on tape.
Yeah.
So we get the VCR and then disc, and now you can stream it. So,
but that's not as good as a disc.
Well, it depends.
Well, a disc of equal quality to the stream, the physical disc will always look better.
Yeah.
And sound better.
True. But if you stream it on something like this, then I prefer going with the 70-plus inch screen.
Yeah.
On TV. I like that better.
Yeah.
So, just my preference right there. As Aaron is falling into the drawbridge right there. Oh, that's a covered bridge, isn't it?
Yes.
A drawbridge has like in front of a castle.
That would be correct. That was one of the bridges on the Fairfield County Covered Bridge Trail. And you can see a lot of the photos of those in our photo album on Facebook.
And I did see that the Visitors Bureau over there released some snow photos of the bridges and everything, too, inviting people out to come see them in the snow.
Mm-hmm.
So you can check that out as well. All right. I think that's everything for today. Oh,
Just
no.
our national days.
Our national days. What's the national day, big guy?
Bagel and Lox Day. I don't know what Lox is. L-O-X.
I've never had a lox, as far as I know.
There's nothing on the back that tells me
I've
what
had
it is.
pox, chicken pox, but I've never had lox.
Also,
I do wear socks.
Pizza Day. Toothache Day, which could be caused by your pizza.
Oh, my.
Cut the cord day.
Yeah.
Clean out your computer day.
Mm-hmm.
That sounds like something we should take advantage of on our Litter Media hard drives.
On a weekly basis.
Yes.
But I'm like McGee's Closet. You probably don't know anything about McGee's Closet.
No.
Back when I was a kid, there was something called Fibber McGee. And McGee was a radio program. And they would go and they would, well, it's in the closet. And you would open the closet. Well, that's where you threw everything into. And you would hear this crash. And it was a comedy bit on.
Right. Like Monica's Closet in Friends.
I didn't watch Friends all that often.
Oh.
I did watch the show, but not on a regular basis to know about her closet.
Okay.
Sorry.
And also Football Hangover Day.
Because of the Super Bowl.
Right. Mm-hmm. That's it for you.
Okay. Time to wrap up the program, so we'll be back at it again for you tomorrow with another edition. Again, we had that special edition earlier today with the kids from the FFA at Huntington Pickaway Ross CTC. And for their breakfast coming up this Friday, which is from 7 a.m. until 10 a.m. If you want to learn more about the kids, just go ahead and log on to our YouTube channel to see that. We've got some other special editions coming your way later this week, so sit close for those. And we will be talking to you tonight from Minford High School. Going to be broadcasting both the Waverly Tiger girls game at 6:30 and the boys game to follow right after that. Forgive me. Girls start at 6 o'clock. 6 o'clock, the boys at 7:30. That's tonight on Litter Media Radio. Until then, enjoy the rest of your Monday.